Dunbar. I'm one of the directors of Summer Youth Band. We are so excited to have you here tonight for our final Summer Youth Band concert. It has been 6 wonderful weeks working with these students 3 days a week for an hour. It's really amazing what they've been able to put together in this time. It's really fun to see how much they've learned. I hope you notice that tonight throughout the concert. We're going to start off with our 6th grade group. We are going to play 4 pieces for you. The first one will be led by Mr. Ellis, our other band teacher back there. And we'll go through The Quest, Olympia, and then a couple fun ones, Junkyard Jam, and more cowbell. We hope you enjoy the 6th grade portion of the Summer Youth Band concert. Thank you. Woo! that your student hopefully came home with a little Caribou card this week. A manager at the Caribou gave every single one of these kids and every single Summer Youth Orchestra kid a free drink at Caribou just because they wanted to support music. And I'm so thankful for people like that. So a huge shout out to Caribou and the people that made that happen. It was a perfect pick-me-up today, so I'm so glad we had that happen for them. Okay, our last piece is I think our most fave, and I think you'll figure out very quickly what instrument it features. Thank you again. Here's the 6th grade band. 7th grade summer youth band. We also have 4 fun pieces to share with you tonight of very differing abilities and very different styles. So hopefully you hear some of those nuances. We'll start off with 10th Planet, then we'll go into a piece called Flash, then we'll go into one of my personal faves, Senior Slide. I'm not going to give any more away than that on that one. And then we've got Night Flight of the Gargoyles to finish it off. Hopefully I said the right order. Maybe? Okay, sure. Okay, awesome. So Mr. Ellis is going to lead the way with 10th Planet. Here it is. big thank you goes out to Schmidt Music. For many, many years now, at least 10, they have paid for all of our shirts. Otherwise, the school district wasn't able to fund them. So probably about 10 years ago now, I reached out to Schmidt Music and said, is there any chance you could sponsor at least some of the cost of the shirts? And then we could absorb that cost in the registration fee. And they said, we're going to take care of everything. So we've been really grateful to Schmidt Music. They've been our go-to provider for everything, for the shirts, for all the wreaths. They gave us folders, they gave us music, they gave us oil. I mean, anytime I ask for anything from Schmidt Music, they are the best. So they're my go-tos. So if you need something this summer, I love those guys. They have always been really helpful to me and the district as a whole. So really grateful to them. Let's give Schmidt a huge round of applause. Okay, here's our last two pieces with the 7th grade band. Here is Senior Slide. Trombones! Come on! They're trying to get away with not standing. Come on, trombones! They thought that they could get away with not standing, but I wasn't going to forget. I wrote it in capital letters right here. Okay, here we go. Instruments up. 8 through 12. I've been doing this since 2008, and we've had all sorts of different grade levels and combinations of grade levels. I just found that having 8 through 12 graders together really allows us to perform a big variety, a big ability-based or ability level of music. So we've been able to, like I said at the last concert, program a big variety of music. It's just really fun to be able to fill out an entire clarinet section, an entire trumpet section, and have first, second, and third parts on all those instruments. And so it's really fun when you put it all together with 8 through 12. These are my go-getters. These are the kids I can tell in their band programs, they are the leaders. And it's so fun to have them here together and be able to play great music. So I hope at home you are encouraging them to try out for the extra things. Have them try all-state band music. Have them try a solo. Have them try a private lesson or two. I think that these kids right here are the ones that really, they need those extra things. So if you ever have questions about any of that, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, reach out to your child's band director. We want to support you, and like I told them today, I don't ever want them to be bored with band. I want them to always find something that excites them. And for some of them, maybe band class is a little bit, I don't want to say boring, but it's not a challenge for them, and that's okay because they're the leaders and we need that leadership. But also we've got to find those opportunities for them to excel. So please make sure that they're always asking. Look for things to work on, look for things to practice, look for things to get better at. I gave them this whole spiel in class today, but I figured I would tell you too. So all to say, I love these kids. I'm excited to share this music with you. Here is a fun one to start off the concert, Armenian Rhapsody.
Are we warming up?
Oh, we're warming up. Let's do that. B flat scale. Sorry, guys. B flat, B flat. I know, I'm the worst. I'm the worst. It's hot. Okay. Woo! 1, 2, B flat, now. Right after this song, we are going to play a fun final tune featuring all of our summer youth band students up here again. It's a little chaotic, but it's a lot of fun. So the kids are all going to come back up here. We'll get music stands out for them and everything, and we're going to play a fun tune for you to finish off our concert. After that piece, I have told the students, pack up your instrument first, make sure it's safe, and then I would love their help getting everything out of this gym. They need all the music stands to go back on racks, all chairs away. Percussionists know to help with percussion instruments. If you happen to know how to put a stand on a stand rack or put a chair away, we'd love your help. But otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I will probably talk one more time, but here is Mr. Ellis. In fact, he has had to deal with me for 6 weeks and me just randomly thinking of crazy ideas and then making him go figure it all out. So let's give Mr. Ellis a huge round of applause. Thank you, Mr. Ellis. This is my final concert teaching. I'm gonna cry, but I'm so proud of these kids, and I love teaching them this summer. So please tell them, keep playing, keep practicing, and they are awesome. Here's our